On January 3rd, 2026, the world woke up to shocking news. The United States had launched a direct military attack on Venezuela. Airstrikes hit key locations, and Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro was captured by U.S. forces. This wasn't a war declaration. This wasn't a UN mission. This was something unprecedented. According to U.S. officials, elite American forces carried out a surprise operation in Caracas. Precision airstrikes neutralized military assets. Within hours, Nicolás Maduro and his wife were taken into U.S. custody and flown to New York. The White House described it not as an invasion, but as a law enforcement action backed by the military. Maduro is now facing long-standing U.S. charges related to drug trafficking, corruption, and terrorism. The U.S. government gave three main reasons. 1. Drug trafficking allegations. The U.S. accuses Maduro's regime of running one of the world's largest drug smuggling networks, using Venezuela as a gateway for cocaine entering North America. 2. Criminal charges. Maduro was already under U.S. indictment for narco-terrorism and corruption. Washington claims the operation was simply enforcing justice. 3. Dictatorship and human rights. The U.S. considers Maduro an illegitimate dictator who destroyed democracy and pushed Venezuela into economic collapse. But analysts say there's more beneath the surface. Oil and resources. Venezuela has one of the largest oil reserves in the world. Years of sanctions and mismanagement destroyed production, but control over Venezuela means control over energy. Geopolitics. This is also about power. The U.S. wants to reassert dominance in Latin America and push back against rivals like China and Russia. U.S. domestic politics. Strong action against drugs and illegal migration plays well in American domestic politics, especially during election cycles. Here's the biggest controversy. International law experts say capturing a sitting foreign president without UN approval violates the UN Charter. Many countries argue this sets a dangerous precedent. If one powerful nation can do this, what stops others? The reaction was immediate. Colombia deployed troops on its border, fearing a refugee crisis. Several Latin American nations condemned the U.S. action. The United Nations called an emergency Security Council meeting, warning of global instability. So what happens now? Inside Venezuela, a power struggle is inevitable. There could be protests, resistance, or even civil unrest. Globally, markets are already reacting. Gold prices are rising as investors fear instability. This single event could reshape Latin American politics for decades. This is not just about Venezuela. It's about power, sovereignty, and the future of international order. Whether the U.S. action brings stability or chaos, only time will tell. What do you think? Was the U.S. justified, or was this a dangerous overreach? Comment below, subscribe for more geopolitical explainers, and share this video.